What up, Forward family? It's Forward Fabian here. I'm back again with a video for the channel, man. We're doing a reaction to Dr. Insanity. When cops have to arrest their children. 3 times when police had to arrest their own children, man. You can't make this kind of stuff up. What are the chances, man? You are on duty. You scrolling it, you rolling around and patrolling, and you run into your kid doing some nonsense, man. Let me know. Let me know. Comment down below if you've seen this video, or after the video, comment down below your thoughts. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Turn on notifications so you're notified every time I drop a video. This is a reaction channel, man. If you have recommendations for content, comment it down below. Check out the playlist page additionally so you can see all the different forms of content I drop on the channel, man. Let's go ahead and hop into this video, though. This one should be good.
Sorts of violent and cops have to deal with all sorts of violent and horrifying criminals in their job. But what happens when it's their own children that they have to arrest?
Dad! Get in the car. You're arrested for DUI.
On the 28th of December 2022, a witness had observed a white vehicle strike a traffic light and then quickly drive off. A part of the vehicle's bumper had fallen off in the road after the hit. Around 15 minutes after the call, police located the suspect's vehicle at a gas station across the road.
That's noticeable.
The driver was the last person they expected.
Come back from Applebee's?
Yeah, I had a drink.
Okay. How old are you?
21. My dad is,
Listen, your bumper's in the road over there. Did you just hit that pole?
No, I promise I did not.
No?
The very thing 21-year-old Teresa says is that her dad is an officer with the local
How you gonna lie, though?
PD, possibly hoping that he'd come and get her out of the situation. But the cops at the scene are sure that things are way past that.
You left Applebee's.
Yeah, I left Applebee's.
You cut through the plaza. You came out by Lowe's and Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Did you hit the traffic pole that's right there?
She's slurring her words, y'all. You can hear it. Applebee's. Man, the point is, why would you lie, bro? Look at your car, and then your bumpers. You left your bumper in the dust over there. So let's keep it a buck. Let's be honest. You know, police hate when you lie to them. So
This part was hanging off already. I hit a deer in Pennsylvania because I go to school in...
Do you smoke marijuana recreationally?
No, I do not smoke marijuana universally.
Universally, smoking marijuana isn't the only part of her story that doesn't make any sense. She's saying that her bumper was already hanging off from an accident in Pennsylvania around 25 miles away, and it just happened to fall off right as
Hi, I'm Jenny Lorenzo.
And I'm
kids,
David
man,
Gates.
be
We
lying
sold their car to Carvana. And this is how it went. I knew it was time to sell my car.
But
for no reason.
another car identical to hers struck a traffic light. But Teresa has a trick up her sleeve that might just get her out of this. At least, that's what she hopes.
I hit a deer.
You see this?
I hit a deer before this. You can ask my dad.
This piece fell off at the traffic light that you hit, that you knocked over. 670. Do you have another unit out with you?
Can you call my dad? He's a sheriff's
All right,
officer.
hang out.
Over the course of just a few minutes, Teresa brings up her dad over 5 times, obviously praying that he'll be able to find a way for her to get out of this. But before he can come to rescue her, the cops are starting to zero in on what really happened and begin to get at least some of the truth from Teresa.
Did you drive away because you're scared because you maybe had one drink and you think you're drunk?
Yeah.
And you might get arrested, but you don't seem like you're drunk?
Yes.
So you want to just tell the truth?
Yes, I'm telling you the
So when after Applebee's, did you hit a traffic pole? You can't miss it. It lights up. It's red, green, and yellow.
I hit a curb.
You hit a traffic signal.
No, I hit a curb.
Yeah, you went up the curb. You hit the traffic signal. The traffic signal fell down, and you
I
left.
was texting. If you
Okay.
just call my dad, he would tell you.
Well,
It's the sheriff's office.
Oh, my daddy can get me out of this situation. Wow. I mean, if it's one drink, I don't know about that. She seemed real intoxicated. She said universally. Wow, man. This crazy though. But like, it's funny how you see a lot of these incidents and it's like the cops have to really get it out of you. People don't want to be upfront and honest. They'll gradually be honest, which I never understood. I think it's just something when you under the influence, you a good BSer. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Here's the thing. Your dad, the sheriff's officer, wasn't driving your vehicle today.
In just this one short conversation, Teresa admits that she did hit something, that she's more intoxicated than they realized, and that she was texting while driving. 3 driving faults that can each come with their own punishment. So now that the truth has come out, the detectives decide to speak with her father, John. But it turns out he's not there to help her.
What's going on? Hey, John, how are you? So your daughter hit a traffic law. Okay. Where's the damage on the car?
He hit something.
Okay, the damage on that car, on the car there, I think it was like the front right bumper.
John explains that Teresa did hit a deer earlier and that the damage was on the front right bumper, but it was nowhere near as serious as the damage the car was currently sustaining.
Can I come out? Are you guys out there?
That's up to you. I'll see if she wants you to come out, if she wants, you to drive her home.
Yeah, hi.
Why is he BSing, bro? She clearly said, that's up to you. I'll see if she wants you to, bro. She said she wanted her dad the whole time, bro.
I appreciate it. Let me come out there and I'll see you guys. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
It looks like Teresa isn't going to be getting the salvation she was hoping for from her dad.
Wow,
and
wow.
just
We
5
gotta be
minutes
in
later,
Florida.
he arrives at the scene to talk with the cops.
What's up? So, what she's saying, and where the damage was there, doesn't really make too much sense. So, tried to get some more information out of her, but and then that piece of bumper there. So, for the other one, was it just like the bumper wasn't hanging like that?
Yeah, no, so what it was is basically this was intact.
Okay.
This piece was missing, and the scratches here,
Those were all.
that's all from the deer that she who's officers.
So right now, this is going to be my call.
Okay.
Supervisor coming out.
Okay, gotcha.
He's going to be providing all the details.
Okay, who's your supervisor? Not that I'm dude. I'm just asking.
The cops who were first at the scene almost seem as though they're expecting John to try and make excuses for his daughter, and get extra nervous when he asks who their supervisor is. Obviously, there are countless examples of corruption where officers, especially those in the higher ranks, are able to use their power. Examples of corruption where officers,
This guy. I got a reaction to this guy right here, man. Very intoxicated. Try to tell like a deputy. He said, "Turn your body cam off." Bro said, "Excuse me, sir." He said, "He's like a sheriff or something like that, or a captain. I don't know. He got a high rank." He said, "Turn your body cam off." He said, "Excuse me, sir." He said, "Turn it off." He said, "We can keep this between us." No, no, sir. I gotta do a job. I got a job to uphold. You feel me?
especially those in the higher ranks, are able to use their power to prevent their family from getting into trouble. However, the officers quickly realize all he's trying to do is gather all the information on the incident so he can make a fair assessment himself. This quickly becomes evident as he checks his text messages from her to try and create a timeline of events.
I just want to show you this so you can see it. You home 10:39. What do you think time do you think that initial call came? Because she probably hit it and was like, "Dad, what the fuck do I do?"
Somewhere between 10:45 and 11.
That's about right.
When we were talking to her, she wasn't telling us what she said all.
I mean, lying to, she knows better. I'm a cop. She knows. She knows not to do that. Well, maybe she didn't even. Do you think she? I'm not. I'm saying she didn't lie.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to be very clear about that. But she might not even look at the freaking car to see if there's any difference.
However, despite John's willingness to help the officers out, the sergeant at the scene asks him not to get involved, so to guarantee the integrity of the investigation. So far, everything other than Teresa's conduct has been perfect and is a great example of proper policing. So, it's back to focusing on what Teresa had mentioned earlier. She says she'd only had one drink at Applebee's, but it's starting to seem as though she may be a little more drunk than they realize.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Suspicions that were only confirmed after some field sobriety tests.
And everything that happened today, right? I don't think that
Everybody always says one drink, but it's like you had 5, bro.
Dad!
So,
Dad!
you got everything.
Dad! Where's my dad?
Oh, your dad's right over here.
I became a sperm donor with
Hey, at least her dad a real one.
$780
You know, you commit,
each
you do
month.
certain things, you got to
Is that
face
how
the
you were able-
consequences. You know what I'm saying? If I was a cop, I would have done the same thing. I'd be like, hey, you know what? We'll get you out in the morning, whatever. You're going to have to face this like a real woman, like a real man if it was my son, like an adult. You 21 years old. This is what happens when you reckless. You know, I'm not going to act like I've never driven under the influence. I'm not going to act like I'm perfect, bro. I've definitely driven under the influence. But, I mean, those are practices I'm not trying to continue. You know what I'm saying? You learn. And you just see stuff that happens and it's wild, man. People killing people. People driving in opposite lanes. Head-on collisions. It's just not worth it, man. It's not worth it.
You stop with this shit. Get in the car. You're arrested for DUI. Go ahead. Have a seat.
After being forced into the police vehicle by her own dad, Teresa was driven to the police station where her blood alcohol level was tested. It came back as 0.17%, over twice the legal limit. As of this upload, Teresa is still awaiting her penalty, but has been issued a court summons for driving under the influence, reckless driving, and failure to report a car accident. Teresa's dad followed protocol perfectly, but Kenneth Adams' dad did the exact opposite when he tried to abuse his power as a commissioner to try and save his son from prison.
Tell me who I called to find out why he's in jail. You want me to sue the son of a county sheriff?
In November 2022, Kenneth Adams was pulled over for running a stop sign. But as it turns out, Kenneth was in much more trouble than he realized.
How's it going?
Good. What did I do wrong?
Good. So the reason I stopped you is you didn't come to...
Hold up. Kenneth looked like a grown man. Kenneth looked like he's in his 40s. Why does he need his dad to bail him out? Come on, can somebody explain that to me?
Adams was pulled over for running a stop sign. But as it turns out, Kenneth was in much more trouble than he realized.
How's it going?
Good. What did I do wrong?
Good. So the reason I stopped you is you didn't come to complete the stop sign?
I did.
And then you didn't have your turn signal on.
I sure did.
Okay.
I know for a fact I had my turn signal on.
Okay.
That's why I was surprised you were pulling me over, but whatever.
The officer then
sure
took his
did.
license and ran it through the system, where he would discover
Suspended.
Kenneth had a warrant out for burglary and theft of a vehicle. All of a sudden, Kenneth becomes
Kenneth is a savage, bruh. Let's get a clear look at Kenneth, y'all. Let's give y'all a clear look at homie.
defensive and refuses to exit the vehicle.
Can I get you to step out of the vehicle with me?
What are you doing? No, what's going on? Seriously, what's going on?
You have a warrant.
How do I have a warrant?
I don't know how you have a warrant, but it's on our system right now. You have an active warrant out of 7th District Court here in San Juan.
I've gone to, no, that's incorrect.
Okay,
I've gone
well,
to
it's
court.
on our system right now.
Well,
I'm not going to argue with you about it. You're going to go to jail tonight on that warrant, okay?
No, I'm not. Dude, this is absurd.
Mr. Adams, you do have an active warrant for your arrest.
And, who issued the warrant, though?
The courts have it issued.
For what, though? Because I've gone to court for everything. There should not be an active warrant for me anywhere, dude.
Kenneth claims that he's already been to court for his previous crimes, but the warrant still calls for his arrest. For the majority of smaller cases, the suspect is tasked with turning in the documents that prove that they've been to court and completing any classes they were made to attend by the judge. Without those documents, the court cannot confirm they attended anything. So when Kenneth forgot to turn his in, the warrant remained open, and the police had no way to tell that he had in fact been to court.
Issued October 13th.
For what?
It has some felony charges, burglary charges.
Dude, I've been to court for that. No, I've been to court for that.
You want to know the charges?
Yeah, I do.
So it has 2 burglary charges listed, a theft charge, mischief.
That's on my old case.
3 charges of burglary of a vehicle, and criminal trespass.
Yeah, why is that floating up now?
Kenneth was taken away to the station, but this is when his father, Bruce Adams, turned up, who turned out to be the county commissioner for the local area. How convenient for Kenneth. Immediately after arriving at the scene, Bruce demanded to know what was going on and quickly started to show signs of corruption.
Where's Kenneth?
He's in jail. They took him.
You already took him to jail?
They took him to jail, and I stayed here with the car.
Why?
For a warrant.
Who do I call to find out?
To find out the warrant?
You're a police officer. Tell me who I called to find out why he's in jail.
I gotta be
These guys must be slow to not realize there's body cam, bro. We're recording all this audio. So if you acting like a clown, we're going to capture it. If there's corruption, we got it. His dad must be intoxicated.
careful with this stuff, Bruce. You understand that. Okay. That's the warrant. Okay, so it says warrant status active, offense burglary, burglary, theft, criminal mischief, burglary of a vehicle, burglary of a vehicle, burglary of a vehicle.
He's already been to court over that.
It's, you saw the warrant right there. I showed you the warrant.
He's been charged with that, and he has a plea in abeyance on all of it.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to turn him loose.
I can't turn him loose, Bruce.
Who can?
Nobody can. He's been arrested for a warrant. The courts can.
And the warrant's false.
Huh? The warrant's not false.
You want me to sue the son of a county sheriff because he arrested my kid on a false warrant?
The warrant's right there.
Bruce is obviously trying to abuse his position and influence the commissioner to try and save his son from the law. But luckily, this officer stands his ground and refuses to cave in. Eventually, though, Kenneth was released from jail, the warrant was withdrawn, and no further action was taken against Bruce. But the officers that arrested this
Whoa. So it was false. Bro, they don't just withdraw warrants. Or do they? I don't know, bruh. So essentially, his dad was in the right. The system was just messed up, if that's the truth to the story. So it wasn't really corruption. His dad was just standing up for what he knew. That's crazy. So is that how messed up the system is, to where you could have an outdated warrant, right? They pull you over, it's still showing up in the system as active. Come on, bro. That's super injustice. Come on, man.
Student weren't as lucky.
There's nothing in that vehicle. I promise you. I didn't do anything.
Marion Humphrey Jr., son of retired county judge Marion Humphrey Sr., was pulled over after an officer allegedly witnessed him driving dangerously. Footage shows him swerving slightly after missing his exit. Marion is lit up by the officer and pulled over.
Bruh, so he missed his exit, he swerved, he's being dangerous. Wow.
He's then told the officer witnessed him nearly wreck his car and is suspected of dangerous driving.
When did you yesterday. You gotta take it, turn it back in a Fayetteville? Pick it up in Fayetteville? I'm sorry, sir. What's it? I'm trying to figure out that you have probable cause to follow me. Yeah, because you're super nervous, so I'm trying to figure out why you're so nervous.
Being a law student, Marion asks if the officer has probable cause for pulling him over. The officer struggles to give a good answer before claiming Marion seems super nervous. First of all, being nervous isn't a crime, and isn't evidence towards a crime either. And secondly, Marion actually carries himself incredibly well in this situation. He complies with the officer's requests, asks why he's being pulled over, and why he's being held. He even calls his dad to listen in on the entire arrest, something the officer clearly didn't like, as he then asks to search Marion's U-Haul.
If I bring a dog, is it going to hurt anything? Yeah, no, it's not going to hurt anything. I promise you. We just don't want to get shot. Yeah, that's all, and I'm sorry about that. It happens. I know it happens. Honestly, I don't want you to bring a dog because I don't think that's fair to me as a citizen, as someone who, if the only thing I did was kind of, like, I did not almost wreck my car. If you don't want to bring a dog, just let me look in here real quick and I'll get you down the road. I don't like to bring a dog. I just think that's so invasive of my rights, but you can live in here if you like to.
Marion does an extremely good job of eloquently showing how terrifying it can be to be stopped by the police while maintaining a calm and respectful tone with the officer the whole time. But regardless, Marion is placed in handcuffs for over an hour while the cops search his vehicle with a dog. According to the officer, the dog smelled narcotics and alerted the officers before even entering the U-Haul.
The dog alerted on narcotics in the vehicle, so I detained him and he's in the back car while I searched the vehicle. But he didn't wreck his truck. No, but he almost did, so that's probably cause Daddy, he's arresting me. He's arresting me. Give me your other hand.
This kid must have been babied his whole life. He said, "Daddy!" Bruh. It's one thing if he's not guilty, right? But even if you are guilty, I wouldn't even act like this if my dad's the judge. Like, whatever the title his dad got, bro. Like, come on, man. Daddy, he arrested me, Daddy! I know this ain't funny, but come on, man. Like, that's privilege at its finest. He ain't wrong, though. This is just another day being black.
He's arresting me, Dad. There's nothing in that vehicle.
If he got narcotics, though, that's crazy.
I didn't do anything.
Predictably, the cops find nothing in the vehicle. Marion has since opened up a lawsuit against the officers, claiming they violated his 4th and 14th Amendment rights. As of this video's upload, the case is still ongoing.
That's crazy. You see what I'm saying? So, there's so many things with the, I guess this is done. There's so many things when it comes to, what was I finna say?
What?
There's so many things that when it comes to the law, right? That's so, man, unlawful, misconstrued, not in order, not right. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he was in the right the whole time. This is just crazy to me, bro. This is crazy to me because just like on the previous thing, the dude didn't have a warrant, but in his system it was showing up he had a warrant. The dude didn't have any narcotics, but they show up with drug dogs, and then the drug dogs are, according to the police, the drug dogs are giving off the fact that he got narcotics. Narcotics, excuse me. What? Bruh, like, we live in such a flawed society, man, to where the law is, I don't know, they're up for speculation as well. I'm done. Just crazy, man. This video was crazy to me, man. Much love to everybody. Let me know y'all's thoughts on this one in the comment section below, man. Like, comment, subscribe, hit notification bell. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Fort Worth Fabian, Road to a Millie, man. Peace, love. We'll catch you guys next time. We out.